Imagine receiving a telegram that says, "Come home immediately, your son is dying." Any father would run home, but one disciple did something almost impossible. His guru looked at the telegram and said only 3 words, "Don't go home." What happened next became one of the most astonishing pastimes of Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj. Hare Krishna. A person who truly desires to attain God must first take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. It is through the Guru that Lord Krishna guides, protects, and nurtures the devotee on the path of pure devotion. In our previous videos, we have shared several heart-touching pastimes of Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj, showing how he lovingly protected his disciples and kept them steadfast on the path of bhakti. Today we bring yet another inspiring and miraculous episode from Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj's divine pastimes, a powerful story that reveals how Lord Krishna directly guides and protects his devotees through the transparent medium of the spiritual master. In the remote village of Bassada, nestled in the district of Balasore, Odisha, lived a young man named Kamalakanta Behera. Among the few educated youth of his village, he was loved and respected by all. In 1978, Kamalakanta came to Bhubaneswar, the capital city of Odisha, in search of a government job. While struggling to find employment, he began giving tuition classes in the city to support himself. By divine arrangement, he ended up tutoring a very mischievous boy whose mother, His Grace Anusaya Devi Dasi, was a disciple of Śrīla Prabhupada. When Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj brought A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to Odisha in 1977, Śrīla Prabhupada personally laid the foundation stone of the ISKCON Bhubaneswar temple. During that historic visit, he also initiated a few sincere devotees from Bhubaneswar. One of them was Anusaya Devi Dasi, whose family home is located in Nayapalli village, very close to ISKCON Bhubaneswar. Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj frequently visited their home for preaching and spiritual discussions. Maharaj had a lifelong simplicity and detachment from material comforts. He preferred wearing traditional khadao, wooden sandals. Even before accepting sannyas, when he was working as a school teacher, he would walk to school wearing wooden sandals. Day after day, he taught his students while maintaining a life of remarkable simplicity, humility, and devotion. His external lifestyle reflected the saintly qualities that would later inspire thousands of devotees around the world. One day when Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj was visiting and speaking with his godsister Anusaya Devi Dasi, the young boy who was supposed to be in his tuition session quietly came out, took one of Gurudev's wooden sandal, kathao, and hid it somewhere in their garden. When Maharaj prepared to leave, he noticed one sandal missing. He began searching for it, looking here and there. At that moment, Kamalakanta, who had been teaching inside, noticed Maharaj's concern. He immediately joined the search. After some time, he found the missing kathao and respectfully returned it to Maharaj. Pleased with his humility and helpful nature, Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj warmly invited Kamalakanta to attend the morning classes at the nearby ISKCON center, which at that time was no more than a humble hut. Today, Kamalakanta is known as HG Kasinath Pandit Prabhu. Reflecting on those early days, he shares, "When Srila Gurudev first invited me to attend the Srimad Bhagavatam class, I wasn't interested. I thought to myself, I have come to Bhubaneswar in search of a job. Where do I have the time to visit temple? So I didn't go. A few days later, Srila Gurudev again visited the home of his godsister. As soon as he saw me, he gently asked, 'Sir, why didn't you come this Sunday?' His affectionate words touched my heart. Feeling a little embarrassed, I replied, 'Next Sunday I will definitely come.' That simple invitation changed the course of my life forever. It was only by the causeless mercy of a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj, that I became attached to ISKCON. After hearing Srila Gurudev's Bhagavatam class for just a few days, I became completely captivated by his Harikatha. I had no doubt this is my spiritual master. I accepted him as my Guru inside my mind. I started serving in ISKCON under his guidance, and in 1985 I took formal initiation from him and he gave me name Kasinath Pandit Das. The relationship between Guru and disciple with Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj was unlike anything you see nowadays. It was filled with awe, reverence, and absolute surrender. We were not just students or followers, we were bound by loving obedience. His words were law for us. Disobeying Gurudev was not even a thought in our minds. Except for Harikatha and our service in ISKCON, we never spoke to Gurudev about personal matters, no family talk, no worldly concerns. Throughout my life, I never spoke to Gurudev about anything other than his service and devotional practice. Every conversation I had with him was centered solely on serving him and advancing in Krishna consciousness. When Gurudev spoke, the whole world disappeared. In that moment, it was only Krishna and Guru, nothing else existed. Though Kasinath Pandit Prabhu had moved to Bhubaneswar, his family continued living in their ancestral village. Gradually, by the Lord's grace, all his material desires began to be fulfilled. He secured a government job, and after years of waiting, he was finally blessed with a child. It was a joyous moment for him and for the entire village. His Grace Kasinath Pandit Prabhu recalls, "Nearly 10 years had passed since our marriage, and we had no children. Then by the boundless mercy of Guru and Gauranga, we were blessed with a son. He was the light of our lives. But when he was about 1.5 years old, a great trial came upon us. One day I received a telegram from my village. Come home immediately. Your son's condition is critical." Back in the early 80s, there were no mobile phones or internet. Even landlines were rare. The telegram was the only means for urgent communication, usually carrying life or death news. The message hit me like a bolt of lightning. I was completely unaware of my son's illness. He had suddenly fallen ill with severe diarrhea and had to be hospitalized. When the doctors saw his condition worsening rapidly, they told my family to call for me immediately, that there was very little hope left for my son's survival. In great anxiety and distress, I rushed to Srila Gurudev, showed him the telegram and said with folded hands, "Gurudev, I must go home. My son is dying." Srila Gurudev looked at me deeply, his eyes full of compassion, yet his voice was firm and grave. He said, "Are you Lord Krishna? Will you go and cure your son? There is no need to go. Stay here and continue your bhajan. If Krishna wants to protect your son, nothing can harm him. And if Krishna doesn't want to protect, then even if you go, no one can save him. So don't go, stay and continue your bhajan." These words struck me like thunder. I was stunned. It was not what I expected. My heart was breaking. But with Srila Gurudev, there was no question of disobedience. We couldn't even argue, let alone defy his instructions. What Gurudev said was final. We had complete faith that whatever Gurudev desires for us is ultimately for our good. So although my heart ached and my mind screamed, I didn't go. I stayed back, trembling inside but holding on to Gurudev's words. 2 days passed. Day and night I was thinking about my son and family. Srila Gurudev approached and asked, "How is your son now?" I replied honestly, "Gurudev, I don't know. I haven't received any further telegram." Srila Gurudev calmly said, "He must be fine by now. Don't worry." And with that, he returned to his service, completely at peace. My mind was still restless, but those words of Gurudev gave me strength. I kept chanting, held on to my service and waited. Whenever my mind disturbed me, I remembered these words of Gurudev that my son must be alright now. Every day morning I go to my office after listening to Gurudev's Bhagavatam class. 15 days passed. Then one day Srila Gurudev asked, "Have you got any news from your home?" I replied, "Not yet, Gurudev." "Now you may go home," Srila Gurudev said. As soon as I heard that, I packed my bag and caught the next bus to my village. Throughout the journey, my mind was filled with one thought. How will my son be? What condition will I find him in? I also kept wondering how my family would react when I reached home. As these thoughts overwhelmed me, I tried to console my heart, saying Gurudev had said my son will be alright, and placed my faith in the Lord, hoping for the best. When I arrived at my home, I was overwhelmed by what I saw. My son was playing joyfully in the courtyard with his mother. The entire household lit up on seeing me. Everyone was overjoyed. They gathered around me and began narrating the horrific ordeal they had gone through. They said, suddenly he fell ill. Diarrhea began and he became completely unresponsive. His breathing almost stopped. We rushed him to the hospital in Balasore. The doctor told us bluntly, there is no hope now. Only God can save him. We sent a telegram to you immediately. But then something amazing happened. The next day his condition started improving rapidly. Even the doctor was shocked. He said, this is a miracle. I can't explain it. Then with tearful eyes, my family asked me, did you receive our telegram? Why didn't you come? I could only smile with tears in my eyes. I knew the truth. I did not go, but someone else did. My Gurudev, my Lord. By the mercy of Srila Gurudev, Krishna himself had intervened. This incident deepened my faith immensely. I understood that the words of Guru are non-different from Krishna's will. To obey him, even when the mind protests, is the highest test of surrender. And when we pass such a test, Krishna protects everything, even what we think we are losing. I narrated everything to my family. How Srila Gurudev had looked at the telegram and said with grave compassion, you are not Krishna, that you can bring life to your child. If Krishna wants, he will do it. Stay and continue your bhajan. After 2 days, he said again that the boy must have recovered. And just today, as if by divine timing, Gurudev had called me and simply said, now you may go home. Hearing this, my entire family, my father, mother, wife, brothers and their wives were utterly astonished. Their hearts were moved. This is not an ordinary man, they said. It is your Guru who has protected your child. We all offer our full surrender unto him. That day a wave of faith swept through our home. The name of that child, the one who was saved by Krishna's mercy through Srila Gurudev, is Patit Pavan Das. Kasinath Prabhu loved his son dearly. The child had been born only after 10 years of marriage, making him especially precious to the family. Yet even after receiving the telegram, Kasinath Prabhu didn't leave for his village. He faithfully obeyed the instruction of Srila Gurudev. He knew one profound truth: what Gurudev could do, he himself could never do. This is the very lesson that the Acharyas and the scriptures teach us. This is the practical meaning of Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittete Karya Aikya. To make the words emanating from the lotus mouth of the spiritual master one with our heart. We recite this line every day during Guru Vandana, but its true application is revealed in this extraordinary pastime of Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj. True discipleship is not merely chanting the words, it is living them with complete faith and surrender. The next morning, the entire village came to our house, curious, amazed and eager to hear more. They had heard of the child's condition. They had witnessed his sudden miraculous recovery. Now they wanted to understand the reason behind it. I spoke to them about my Gurudev, Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj, how he is a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, how he speaks nothing but Krishna Katha, and how his every word is the will of Krishna himself. But this miraculous pastime does not end here. Sripad Kasinath Pandit Prabhu remembers, seeing the pure desire of my family and the villagers, I arranged a home program in our village and invited Srila Gurudev to bless the place with his presence. What happened during that visit was another divine miracle. We will share that in the second part of this story. Please share your thoughts and reflections in the comments. Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ji Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna.